This is Eldad Amara with my channel Eyes Wide Shut. Did you know that we have three eyes? That's right, we have three eyes, not two, but three eyes. We have these two physical eyes, which we look outward at the world. We absorb everything that we see on TV. We absorb everything that we see on social media. We absorb everything that we read. We absorb everything that we see in magazines. Yeah. And when we're lying on the beach, people watching, observing everybody, looking at everybody and trying to think, I wonder what that person does for a living. Oh, look at that person over there. They seem to fancy themselves. Look at the way that they're dressed. Now, listen, you have this other eye, which is called a third eye, and it sits in the middle of the brain. Okay, it looks inwardly. I'm going to use this candle as an example. I want you to look at this candle for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds. And then afterwards, tell me what you see. You have to look at this candle and then close your eyes. Look at this candle for 30 seconds and then close your eyes. And tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Close your eyes after looking at this candle and tell me what you see. You should be able to see the candle, but you got your eyes closed. So how come you can see the candle, but you got your eyes closed? That's because we have an inner eye. Okay, that's also known as the spiritual eye. Yeah, the third eye, or the God gland. We have a pineal gland, a little small gland that sits in the middle of the brain. And this little small gland, okay, it secretes at night something called melatonin. Melatonin is a derivative of melanin, which is a hormone. Now, when the brain gets secreted at night, it takes us into the spiritual world, because first of all, you fall asleep because of the melatonin. Okay, it helps you to sleep. But also this melanin, or melatonin should I say, it also connects you to the spiritual world. It also connects you to the multiverse and to God and to our higher self. So when you close your eyes, yeah, at night, or you just sat there, you have things that's passing through your mind. You're going and you're looking at the past, the present, and even into the future. The third eye connects us to our higher self. Again, I want you to quickly look at this candle. Look at it for about 30 seconds. And then when you close your eyes and open them, you should be able to see. With your eyes closed, you should be able to see the candle. Okay? I want to show you something. We also have 7 energy centers, also known as wheels of light, and also known as chakras. Okay? These chakras, these wheels of light, start down there at the base chakra and then works its way up until you reach the crown chakra. Some people do it the opposite way, they work down from the top. So the crown chakra would be first, then the third eye, which is this eye here, okay? The inner eye would be next. Then it would be the throat chakra, which is here. Then it would be the heart chakra, okay? And then you have the solar plex. And then you have the sacral chakra, okay? around the groin area, and then you have the root chakra. Let me read what this thing says about the chakras. A chakra is one of the various focal points used in a variety of ancient meditation practices, collectively denominated as Tantra, part of the inner tradition of Hinduism and Buddhism. Right? Now, check this out as well. The pineal gland is also activated by sunlight. Okay? It's also activated by sunlight. Listen to this. Sunshine may play a role in regulating hormones and sleep patterns by affecting the melatonin circadian rhythm. Melatonin is a hormone produced in the pineal gland from chemical melanin. Melanin is produced in the skin through the sun exposure. Melatonin helps with inducing sleep. Coverton, I don't know who that is, I guess it's some scientist. Coverton believes it can also help to open the third eye. The sun is a great source of power, she says. Gaze gently at the sun during the first few minutes of sunrise and the last few minutes of sunset to boost your pineal gland. See, even this woman, Coverton, says that the sun helps to activate that pineal gland. Okay? Now, I have this also to say. Once your third eye becomes active, it gives you access into things such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, what else? Telepathy, and the ability to be able to move objects. That is when you are able to tune into that third eye. You'll be able to start to use that third eye to develop things such as I just said, clairvoyance, being able to see clearly, clairaudience, being able to read things like objects, okay? Telepathy, and all of those kinds of things, yeah? You'll have more ability in terms of tuition. Things will just come to you naturally without you having to think about it. This is done through using that third eye. Now, as I say again, too many people now focus too much on looking outward at the world, when we should be trying to turn inward and to try and know thyself. Many of us want to get out of this system, okay? And people are thinking, how can I get out of the system? In order to get out, you have to first go in. You want to come out the system, you have to first go in. Get to know thyself. Try and open up that third eye and that pineal gland. It is by no mistake that in 2020, they wanted us to stay indoors and they didn't want us to go outside in that sunlight. It's no mistake that the skies have been sprayed with something called chemtrails. Okay? They're trying to block out that sunlight, and that sun is so important for us because the sun gives us vitamin D, which helps to protect our immune system. And without a strong immune system, our immune system is then compromised and will get ill, getting things such as cold, getting things such as depression. It's important for us to go out into that sunlight and to look up at the sun. And this might sound racist to some people, but it's not meant to sound racist. People who have dark hair and dark eyes need the sun even more so than people with fair skin and fair eyes. Go to your doctor and ask them, and most will tell you if they're being totally true and totally honest, yeah, that dark skinned people need the sunlight more, because that melatonin, yeah, that melanin in their skin and their eyes, they need to absorb more of that sunlight. That's not to say that other people also shouldn't go out into that sun and try and absorb that sunlight, because it helps to protect your immune system. It was by no mistake that in 2020 they wanted us to stay indoors and only come out at certain times of the day. You need to protect your immune system. And if you want to open up that third eye, you need to get out into that sunlight and get that vitamin D. Don't wear sunglasses. There's people with dark eyes don't need sunglasses. Why? Because our eyes naturally protect us against that ultraviolet ray. Yeah, it protects us against those ultraviolet rays. We need to take the sun in, but if you start putting on glasses, it's blocking out the access to the sunlight. Really, your dark eyes are your sunglasses. I'll say that again. Your dark eyes are your lenses, your sunglasses. Those sunglasses are equivalent to your dark eyes. Anyway, it's only meant to be a short video. And before I go, I just want to say this. It's very important that we go out into the sun. And it's also very important that we start to turn inwards and try to get to know ourselves and try and vibrate and reach to our higher self and get to that seventh chakra. I'll go back to this chart one more time. Let me bring this closer. You have 7 chakras. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. The third eye. Okay. Which connects you to your 6th sense. And then you have crown chakra, which connects you to your higher self and to God and to the universe. And those people higher up don't want us to reach our higher self. They want to keep us locked down in this 3rd dimensional plane, to keep us locked down in our 3rd dimension and not raise up to our 4th and 5th dimensional selves. The chakras, again, I'll read them out. It's the root chakra, then the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the 3rd eye, and the crown chakra. Let's say some people read them from the top. So they're getting from the crown chakra, then the 3rd eye, then the throat chakra, then the heart chakra, then the solar plexus, and then the sacral chakra, and then the root chakra. Once these chakras are lined up with the pineal gland and with the crown chakra, you will start to become like God, because you will have a God-like, God-like complex. You will be connected to the Most High and you'll be connected to the universe, and things will just come to you through intuition, okay? You will develop, or you can develop things such as clairaudience, clairvoyance, yeah? Telepathy, and the ability to be able to move things. And there's a whole heap of other things. Anyway, this is Eldad Amara with another video. Over and out. Oh, I forgot to say, if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.